Hello, my sweets. I've just been on YouTube reading my comments about that fight what happened yesterday, right? What happened Ryan had his mates in garden, obviously, and sometimes some of them don't get on with each other. They're not all exactly mates with each other, but they talk to each other when they're down here to see Ryan. And one of them, I've seen him I've heard him when I'm in the house tormenting other one, trying to get a reaction from him in the boy kind of way. And I thought, I'm watching you, you little git. And then yesterday I was making that pasta because I was talking on video and not listening to what was going on around me. And the microwave were on, you couldn't hear it properly. Anyway, on my video, as I'm walking into the room, did you notice how suddenly I just heard something and turned round? I heard shouting in garden and I thought, that isn't the normal shouting, there's something going off. So I run to the kitchen window because dogs were in the back garden. I run to the kitchen window. There were two of Ryan's mates wrestling on the floor. One's 16, one's 20, but the 16-year-old is as big as the 20-year-old. Do you know what I mean? And it can look intimidating. It's still got some growing to do. They're both about 6 foot. And Ryan obviously couldn't do no. Apparently one of them pushed other onto Ryan and he pushed him off again. Yeah, broken knee. And I opened the window and I went, stop him now! That's where you heard me shout, stop him now. So I run through that door as quick as I could, got it back garden. And I'm not sure if they were getting up at that point, but I just went through the gate. I went, fucking stop it. And you could hear me in the background going crazy with him. Anyway, the other lad was trying to apologise, but one lad sucker punched the other one. They had a few words with each other. They were arguing with each other. And one of them, because one didn't say what, even though they were, taking piss out of each other, one of them was taking it personal. He was already in his head. He was already getting angry. I didn't see all this. I just got told afterwards and assumed that he'd got angry. And they were sat there and they'd been bickering with each other. And then all of a sudden, the young lad punched the other lad at back at head a few times. He's got bumps on his head at back. Punching him back at head a few times. They ended up in this corner. And then when I heard and saw the other lad, the older lad, had wrestled him to the ground and he were getting him in headlock to stop him because he didn't want to hit him. Because he's 16, he didn't want to hit him. Even though they're the same size and he sucker punched him, he still didn't want to hit him. So I went out going late. Younger lad ended up going home. I ain't come down today yet. But I calmed it all down. Young lad went home and afterwards I couldn't stop laughing at him when he was telling me about him punching him in the back of the head and he had these lumps on his head. And when you get a lump and little blood spots come up, not blood comes out of his skin, but it just comes up to the surface, little spots. Well, he had some little spots on this lump and I'm going, you've got some lump spots on there. And he was going, oh, I feel a bit weird. My hand's going numb. I went, you're not going to have a fucking stroke, because you've had a punch on your head. Because at first they were going, it was only a pussy punch, all lads do. And I went, pussy punch? He's fucking bumped your ear to death. Anyway, it all calmed down and it was just because they were arguing with each other. One called one fat. He called him fat and he must have a complex about his fatness because he's lost a couple of stone, this lad. And he called him chinky eyes or something. And he took it as racism, that other lad, that younger lad. So he ended up punching him at back of the head. But I said to the older lad, I said, listen, he said, if he comes down tomorrow, I'm good mind to smack him one. I went, no, you're not. I said, nobody fucking fights in my garden. And it's a good job my dogs were outside because one of them had got bit. If they started fighting in garden, obviously my dogs would have gone into action. Our Ryan's dogs just moved out of the way scared. But my dogs, because there's 4 of them, they'd have just jumped all over them, biting them. You know what I mean? Because if they do boxing in back garden, if the boxing, they can't do it while my dogs are outside because my dogs jump up at them and try to bite them because they're being violent. Do you know what I mean? Only in their way, not nasty violent. But dogs don't like it all the same. But yeah, he says, I says, no. I says, when he comes back down, I went, you're going to talk to him and apologise to each other. I went, that's how mates move on. Do you know what I mean? You've had your fight, you've had your argument, you've had your fight. Is it you? Do you know what I mean? You didn't hit him back. Leave it at that. I went, just wait till he's older. If you want to get your own back then, wait till he's older and then offer him out. He said, no, I can't do that. I went, exactly. You can't do it now. I said, so when he comes down, I'll talk to him and tell him never to hit anybody in my garden again because it's out of order, and I'll have a talk to him about it. And I was talking to him about it yesterday, and that's why I said to him out the window not long ago, if you keep being cheeky, I'll punch you back at fucking head. So that's what happened last night. It weren't dogs, it were just two lads, and it got a little bit out of control like lads do. But I don't drink or all that. I just chill out. I'm about making it a bigger shed. Yeah, extending it. Aaron's even got a cordless drill, so he's going to put my doorbell up and my name plaque on my wall. So, I just wanted to tell you the story about my video about the fighting. So, all that's been explained. Everything's fine. Nobody got hurt. Only one lad had a couple of bumps on his head. Other lad went home. It got sorted. It all calmed down. And then by the time I got my past through, it tasted rank. So, thanks for that, lads. Thanks for that. And, oh my God, you can get this cheese in America. Squeezy cheese. You know cheese slicers? It's exactly like that. You can get squeezy cheese in a squirty bottle. I really need to try one of them out. It's very well nice, that squirty cheese on bacon and that. Because it is just tastes like cheese slices, but it's you bought it. Weird. Things I learn every day.